obvious. Caitlyn was a good pick as well here, and will do very well into the Corki Poppy. You could have also gone for, if you want to be so bold and be so crazy, is to play something like a Felios here, because you have so much frontline.
Yeah.
And even getting through some of the weak teleport.
Oh dear.
Crisp is here too.
Yeah, they're pulling the wave. Driver knows exactly what's going on here. Wants to be able to get rid of these minions as quickly as possible. The heroic charge from Crisp as he dives in. They have to be wary. Will, of course, turn into a zombie, but it looks like they are not going to have the damage to take him out on this push. Now just waiting for this tower to reset. Slowing down Kanavi here as Driver does go down, but 369's in trouble. Down to extraordinarily low, but not going to fall. And now on the other side, let's see whether JackeyLove is going to survive this one. The flash comes out, the Valkyrie there as well. Stun comes on through as Kyling's going to be taken out. Jacky's just going to be catching this wave. Looks like the Grubs should be going over to top Esports, though. Not a lot of contest available here on the CFO side with how they're sort of feeling right now. Yeah, and Junjia not even going to risk anything. He's now going to move down towards the... It's really interesting because when it comes to scaling, I think that you'd look at the CFO draft and be like, oh, if you get to ultra late game, it's going to be a disaster. As JackeyLove, once again, utilizing a really nice Valkyrie to get himself out of the way. But now Junjia going to come in, and Jackie, no mana, no hope. Barrier not going to work out. I don't even think whether that Impale was necessary as Driver, once again with a phenomenally timed shield. And Kanavi, even with all of this pressure, Cream now diving forward, does have that depth charge, gets the double knock-up, which is really nice, but he gets one in return. There's the Emperor's Divide, and he's pushed into the turret. Honkyu will gladly take that kill, as Jackie not there for the follow-up damage. Kyling is just fine, over half health, still remaining on this Nautilus.
Isn't necessarily going to be there. First Dragon is finally being taken here. It's super late into the game, but it goes over to CFO as well, which buys them some additional.
So that's a way to avoid a gank, ladies and gentlemen.
And that's still going to be first turret going over here to CFO.
Still able to clear out the wave. Oh man, I have a feeling I know which streamer he's been watching. As JackeyLove going to be 369 is going to be okay. As Keith's verdict going to get channeled, and Crisp says no, thank you.
It's the second time Crisp has bailed out a dive target as well.
Unstoppable Onslaught is not available, but it is for Cream, who is going to be able to take him down with the Kingslayer. Driver, will he be able to find a few autos? Does find a few cheeky ones, but otherwise not too much more to happen.
These are the kind of moments, even though JackeyLove doesn't have 2 items, but he's still got that Triforce, he hits hard.
Haven't done a lot of homework though. Doggo and Kylling now unseen. They get the depth charge. It's a double knockup and it's really nice, but the interruption comes in. The Impale is so good. Chris blasts so incredibly long though, as Kanavi will get taken down in the end. Knockups are plenty here as Driver tries to get himself out, but the DPS from top Esports is too high. They win out in the fight, and it is going to be the smite actually. Yeah, Kylling moving on over, but I don't think there's going to be any commitment. I think this is smart from CFO, identifying the fact that, yeah, so they give away the feats of strength. Doggo still wanting to position himself in this mid lane to try and take this down, as another engage from Kylling as he just walks it off. The Peacemaker's fantastic, and they take down the turret.
Potentially here off of this wave they're stacking onto this turret.
All right, Kanavi is going to drive that one into the turret, as now Junjo looking for an opportunity. Should be able to find an Impale, but can he stay alive as the Equalizer is just cooking him? However, they just take down Jackie. The Keeper's Verdict gets rid of Kylling, but a lot of the damage is already... Oh dear, Jackie in trouble. Honkyu gets the barrier around. There's the anchor to the head.
He's
driving. A big moment. Gets the knockup, gets another knockup. And Cream's going to take some damage. I don't think he's going to die. Of course, the Kingslayer is available. The Driver is still just being frustrating. Chasing after him here. He's got his Rook Urn complete.
But maybe a leash here as CFO are looking to turn this one around.
Yeah, this is a bit of a thanks for the leash question mark type situation here, as Driver has such a phenomenal angle on the flank. 369's teleporting in. The Keeper's Verdict gets rid of the Nautilus, but the Smite is still there. And Kanavi just going to get thrown out. The Emperor's Divide goes down. That is going to be Junjia taking down the Otacon. But is it going to be enough to win them the fight? As the Impale onto Cream, that's going to take down the Silas. They do manage to get one back, but it's a triple for the young man in the mid lane from CFO. Making it really hard for them to get in regardless of what was going on, as Kylling looking for another opportunity. Oh man, Kanavi just thrown into the wall, does get down the ulti, but now he's looking to try and go in. Crisp on an angle, wants to try and find a priority target. He gets Honkyu, gets him into the wall, and he should be taken down, but he goes golden before anything can happen. Driver going to be taken out, but Junja is so tanky. Driver is now the zombie mode, pushing them away here, and Doggo is still deadly. Now we're fighting for Soul Point. TES just wanting to try and deny it as best they can. Oh man, just one extra link in that chain. And it would have been a good one. Crisp spotted on the flank angle as Kanavi in there. The Sand Soldiers doing some work. Cream with the Emperor's Divide already hijacked, but Junja just gets rid of him. They dive on top of the Silas. The Dragon's still at 4K as the fight continues to break out. Kaiwing should be eviscerated, but mid for support you'll take. Drive is still extraordinarily low, and that's the Dragon denied as it goes over to Kanavi. It's once again another 1-for-1 as Junja looking to try and pick one off. Crisp could be the target, takes a boulder to the noggin, and Honkyu gonna push him away. So some Alcove Gaming not gonna work out here for the Poppy as CFO will grab a straggler. Tank busting, yes, he's got a Lord Doms, but I don't know whether it's gonna be enough. Steadfast presence, maybe not as steadfast as Crisp wants it to be as they do dive in. Junja going to be pulling back Kanavi though, as the Eagle has any right to be at this point in the game.
Just need to kind of reshuffle here and push Driver to block 369, and they can try to burn this down. Cream looking for the flank.
Oh yeah, Honkyu almost actually caught out. There's Jakilov just scooped up, and Cream diving into the back. He wants to be a hero, but it's desperation from top Esports. Another
completely blocking the rumble out, catching Jakilov there.
To Humble Life Esports, and I now want to see that rematch now that they've got their eyes in here at LOL Park. They're going to be taking down some inner turrets, and it looks like they're dotting some I's and crossing some T's. Is not going to get stunned up. Is this Scion? Doesn't really mind about it either because he looks pretty immortal. Is now just zoning away Jakilov, and Honkyu! He finds him! No flash can get you out of that one, and he goes golden to keep himself alive. They get a couple. There's a keeper's verdict from Crisp, but unfortunately, he's not able to read the verdict. That is CFO that are capable of doing so. They're the last men standing. They get to write the history this time. As Minions getting pushed in, I think this is just going to be the Red Bull Baron power play that wins them this series.
It's looking like this is just the end of it. CFO, a huge performance here today, taking out top Esports in a dominant 2-0. Also locking KC into the semifinals, a huge win for them. They were already locked in themselves. The stakes were not on them, they were on the remaining.